Fortnite is absolutely spamming collaborations. Everything you guys see in this image right here has been leaked over the past 2 weeks and will be dropping during this chapter. I think it's too much though. So welcome back, guys. So unfortunately speaking, today's the last day to play Fortnite Delulu, and on top of that, Epic Games also actually added back the shockwave grenades, but then they removed them almost instantaneously and said, well, do not worry, they're actually returning back for Power Hour and a special update during February. There's been a lot of stuff happening over the past 2 weeks that's been very strange, this being one, and on top of that, the amount of collaborations Epic Games is currently spamming. And again, Delulu's on his last and final leg today, and because of that, Epic Games also announced a brand new mode. So while Delulu is winding down, we're cooking on a new social first game modes for you and your friends to jump in to keep the wild times going. I'm assuming this will have proximity chat, as it is actually replacing Delulu, which the main aspect of that game mode is actually proximity chat, let's be honest. And honestly, pretty much every game that's blowing up right now does actually feature proximity chat, such as ARC Raiders. And we're seeing almost every single Fortnite creator now transfer over to ARC Raiders, even Nick A30, which is just absolutely wild to see, by the way. I'm actually kind of concerned about the future of this game because, quite frankly, a lot of content creators are seeing a dramatic drop in views, especially for long form. Honestly speaking, for short form content for myself, it is just absolutely killing it. But as far as long form, I mean, I haven't posted for 8 days. Cypher has not posted for a couple days. Nick A30, Top 5 Gaming, all these channels are just absolutely killing it, and the goats of our community are just seeing dramatic drops in views. And honestly, I'm kind of concerned about that. And I think the biggest thing and why this is actually happening is this right here, the collaborations. The Epic Games is just spamming collaborations endlessly without giving us actual content to make content on, if that makes sense. There's just nothing to make videos on. It's just, oh, I wake up in the morning at 10 a.m., there's a new collaboration being announced, whether it be, I don't know, Space Jam, Soul Leveling, Minecraft. It's just every day is a new collaboration, and what am I going to do with that? Sure, it's great for short form content, but at the exact same time, even my TikTok page is hey, you're spamming too many collaborations on this page, let's tone it back. But at the exact same time, I'm hey, guess what? That's the only thing to talk about is collaborations every single freaking day, dude. And to kind of add to this stuff, today's the last day again for Delulu. And what's replacing Delulu is a pretty surprising announcement, which would be Fall Guys. So a new Fall Guys sports mode is replacing Delulu today. It's pretty wild because Delulu is actually doing still pretty well. I think it holds 18 or 20,000 players concurrently. Not too bad. At the exact same time, Fall Guys has 500 players, 1,000 players, maybe 3,000 players at the absolute peak. It doesn't make sense to replace it with this. Fall Guys is just a dying brand. It's unfortunate. We hate to see it, but at the exact same time, why get rid of Delulu rather than just fixing it and replacing with a dead game? It just doesn't make sense. I don't really know where the direction of this game is going right now, but it is definitely concerning for us long form content creators, if that makes sense. I'm honestly at this point considering myself just being a short form content creator, and I know you guys are pretty upset about that, but at the exact same time, yes, there's no money in short form content, really, to be honest with you guys, on YouTube, unless you're pulling 10 million views a video. But at the exact same time, there's just no benefit in making long form content anymore. And to give you guys some perspective as far as how many collaborations have been announced recently, with this upcoming Space Jam collaboration and Fall Guys and all that stuff, it's all mixed into one thing. So Bugs Bunny, Lola Bunny, and Daffy will be a part of the Space Jam collaboration. At the exact same time, again, it's replacing Delulu. We also have Ed, and Eddie now coming soon to Fortnite. This is also announced just yesterday. And it turns out that Ed and Eddie will be skins, but Eddie himself will not be a skin. He's likely going to be a sidekick or something like that. And that's because he is just a very small character. So that actually does make sense. I mean, if he were to be a skin, they would have to elongate him, and I think that would look very creepy. But yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so not a big deal, but at the exact same time, that is 2 collaborations that are huge brands that have just been revealed in 48 hours. And mind you, the only thing that was announced besides collaborations was this right here, which was a mistake. So while up in the Crash Pad Juniors, Epic Games also unvaulted these shockwave grenades, and then they've been removed within 10 minutes. And that is because, again, it was a complete accident, but they did promise that they will bring it back in Power Hour, which they did, and they're also bringing it back in a special February update, which I'm assuming is for Valentine's Day. But that's it. That's literally it. That's everything announced in the last 2 weeks. It has just been collaboration after collaboration after collaboration, which again, to back this stuff up, we also have possibility of Simon being a brand new skin, which, by the way, he's the Ice King normal variation. And to top things off, the entire list we just showcased for you guys. So we have Looney Tunes featuring Lola Bunny, Bugs Bunny and Daffy, Regular Show featuring Mordecai, Skips and a Rigby sidekick, Marvel Rivals featuring Luna Snow and Magic, Ninjago Wave 2 featuring Lloyd, Nia and Woo, iShow Speed Wave 2 featuring pretty much emote, because, well, that was everyone's complaint. There was legit no emotes, and the only emote we got was absolutely terrible, let's be honest. Hunter X emotes, Crypto Sidekick, Ember and Blade, Chainsaw Man, Soul Leveling, Ed, and Eddie, which would be a sidekick, and rumors of Fallout, The Office, and Minecraft. All of this stuff was announced in the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And aside from like notable content for Battle Royale or anything, really nothing. That's just absolutely sad. There's nothing to talk about for Fortnite Battle Royale besides collaborations. And honestly, it's getting pretty depressing. That's why I have not made a video in over 8 days. Also, by the way, if you really love Chainsaw Man, Austin the Bear just made some great renders. So here's a little compilation in the back video as we just continue like crying about stuff, I guess. And in case you guys are also curious about this stuff, there's a lot of item shop dates that have now been revealed. So, you know, like dropping tonight would be like the Academy Champions, DC Cyborg, Beast, and Starfire, and so on and so forth. Make sure you guys pause and read this. Something else notable to actually note is Attack on Titan and Resident Evil skins are likely coming back, as they have now been last seen over 1,000 days ago. And apparently the Resident Evil skins are definitely coming back in March, alongside the new Resident Evil Requiem collaboration. Again, another collaboration being announced. And if we get Attack on Titan, perhaps we'll be seeing these two characters. Honestly, you guys are gonna hate me, but I forgot this character's name. I know he's a pretty special character, but I completely forgot. It's been a little bit since I watched Attack on Titan. Something else to note, which is very odd, but over 12.7 million players just yesterday watched a Bruno Mars Brain Rot concert in Roblox and had the chance to get a Bruno Marsilio Brain Rot. I don't know how to call those like items. I got an itch in my throat. It's been a long time since I made a long form video, but that's only 2 million players less or fewer than Fortnite's most watched concert, which would be Remix Finale. That's pretty wild. So I'll be honest, I don't really know what to do with Fortnite Battle Royale at this point. I mean, it's just collaboration after collaboration. As you guys can stuff in the back video, like all this stuff is now coming in the next like couple of weeks, and I don't know how to feel about it, man. So I'm definitely curious to see what you guys think. Also, I'm not crying. My throat is like dying. But just leave a comment down below. Like, what do you guys think the future of this game holds? Is it just gonna be collaborations for the rest of our life? I have no idea, man. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys maybe in like 2 weeks from now.
To you.